All right, good afternoon, everybody. James here, and I just want to do another quick recap on today's small account challenge. I believe we are on day 13, if I remember right. And it was a quick day today. It took a little bit to find. I started scanning a little early, and I didn't find anything. And finally, at about 7:18ish or so, 7:18, I finally decided on using FedEx. FedEx was in a squeeze on multiple accounts at the time. You know, it was in a 15-minute squeeze and a 5-minute squeeze. So I was just kind of carefully watching it, waiting for a little bit of a pullback, since this one, you know, has a much larger average true range. I wanted to get a little bit of a pullback so that I can jump in it at the pullback before the squeeze fires and ride it for a little bit, see if we couldn't get a bigger gain. So I ended up getting in this at about 7:18 off the 5-minute chart. Okay, so it popped down here. You can see in the 2-minute, the exact candle I got in is when it dipped down to about the VWAP. And that's when I took it long. I ended up taking the September 27th 150 calls. I paid $304. I got a better fill. Paid $304 on them. And I rode it for only about 20 minutes, right? It kind of took off a little bit here, then pulled back. So we were looking like we were doing good. It was kind of using the 618 as resistance for a couple of candles here. But then, as you can see, you know, the momentum died down to the downside, started to show signs of life to the upside. And a couple of minutes later, 2 candles later, I got out when it just shy of the 786 line. That was a 10%. It actually was, I think, like 10.25%. Yeah. So this was one of the quicker trades that we did. A lot of people nailed it. I think some people maybe held it a little longer. At the end of the day, they were saying that FedEx was running, and indeed it did do that. But as you can see, the squeeze worked perfectly on our small account challenge, and I was out literally 20 minutes later for 10.25% at 335. So that gave us, you know, another $31. But we're rising there slowly and surely. You know, we're about 365 going into tomorrow. Not quite where I wanted to be on a Friday. But by the end of the month, I would like to see maybe another $100, maybe close to 500. And as we slowly raise this up, we should be able to get there. So the goal by next Friday, or even Monday, say the end of the month, would be to be at $500. And we can easily hit it. We've had 7 green trades and 1 red trade since we started fresh with this day trading instead of swing trading, and it's working out very well. A lot of members are hitting it. So far, so good. Quick little recap. If you guys have any questions, please leave comments. And if you don't already, like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great evening.